They shot me here. My name was Selim Fesli. These shocking words came from a small boy in a quiet Turkish village. It started a search that uncovered a man's violent death and a memory that seemed to live again. The story is about a boy in central Turkey. He was born in the mid-1950s or early 1960s. His family was Turkish, living a simple farm life. They were Sunni Muslim. In their culture, some people believe that spirits can return, even if their main religion doesn't teach it. The boy's memories of a past life started very early, clearly showing up when he was just 2 or 3 years old. From when he was a toddler, the boy acted strangely and said surprising things. He had a strange mark on his right ear. It was there since he was born. When he began to talk, he kept saying his name was Selim Fesli. He spoke about living in another village, calling it my old home. This village was quite far, about a 2-hour trip by old ways of travel from where he lived now. He clearly stated that he had been killed by a shotgun. And what was most important, he pointed to his earmark and said that was where he got the deadly wound. He would often touch or point to his oddly shaped ear when he talked about how he died. He named certain people as his old wife and 6 children. He used names like Hatis for his wife and knew his children's real names. He talked about his life as a farmer. He told about fights over land and exactly how he died violently. He insisted it was because of a quarrel over landlines. He remembered the sound of the shotgun, the sudden hit, and the feeling of falling down. He didn't describe every detail of the death scene, but the main way he died and where he was hit were very clear in his mind. The man who died, Selim Fesli, was a male born in 1918 in a village near Gaziantep, Turkey. Selim Fesli was a farmer. He was killed in 1954 because of a land fight. He died from a shotgun blast to his right ear. That wound killed him. The boy's family was confused at first by what he said, but as he kept giving more details, they started to believe him. They reached out to Dr. Ian Stevenson. He was a famous doctor from the University of Virginia. He looked into the case very carefully. Checking the facts was hard work and very thorough. Dr. Stevenson did many interviews with the boy, his parents, and many other people in the village. Then he went to Gaziantep. There he talked separately with the family of the dead man, Selim Fesli. This included his wife, Hatice Erdem, and his 6 grown children. In these talks, Dr. Stevenson wrote down everything known about Selim Fesli's life. This included his personality, described as stubborn but hardworking, his land arguments, and the exact details of his death. What was key was comparing the boy's words to these facts. The boy correctly named Selim Fesli's wife and all 6 children. He had never met them in his current life. He also accurately described the land dispute that led to Selim Fesli's death. The most amazing proof was the mark on the boy's right ear. It was in the exact same spot as the fatal shotgun wound that killed Selim Fesli. This physical sign, a rare birth defect, was a strong match that was more than just words. The meeting between the boy and Selim Fesli's family was full of strong feelings. When the boy was brought to Selim Fesli's old home, he showed he knew the place. He even spoke to Hatice, Selim Fesli's widow, like a husband would. Selim Fesli's family, especially Hatice and the children, were very touched and amazed by how accurate the boy's memories were and that he knew them. They felt a deep, strong connection. They believed that Selim had come back. The boy showed clear emotions of knowing them and feeling calm when he was with Selim Fesli's family. This was very different from how he acted with strangers. The family members, being simple Turkish farmers, showed shock, wonder, and a deep, peaceful feeling that could not be explained. In his daily life, the boy showed a strong dislike for loud noises, especially those like a shotgun. He also acted like a strong, independent person, much like how Selim Fesli was described. When he played as a child, he often acted out farm work. He seemed to know a lot about farming, even though he was very young, and his current family didn't do much big farming. There were no reports of him having strange talents like speaking an old language or being very good at crafts. He didn't suffer from bad feelings like constant worry or sadness. But how real his memories were, especially remembering his death, was a very big part of his early childhood. There wasn't much news coverage, but people who studied reincarnation knew about the case. As the boy grew older, usually around 5 to 7 years old, his clear memories slowly started to fade. They became less strong and he talked about them less often. This often happens in cases of children.